Don't you add God in all that mess. Because that's what it is. But a bunch of mess. You know what's right to do. You know what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, no. Those are burdens you put on yourself. The Lord said, I will not put no more on you than you can bear. When you take God's way, Bethel, I want you to understand me tonight. I'm coming at you tonight. When you take God's way, it is the way of blessings. If you want to be blessed, Sister Jackson, if you want to be blessed, Brother Truman, take God's way. Don't you let folk lead you. And we have folk today, folk just leading them. Itching ears. Hearing just anything. Anything that sounds good. Itching ears. Stop all that junk. God's way is the best way. Talking about the way of the wilderness. I want to tell you, Bethel, God goes before his people go. All right. Let me tell you something. If God don't go before some of us, oh my goodness. Thank you, Brother Mac. Where would we be? That's why God have to go before his people go. See, he's preparing the way. He's preparing the way so you can go on through. You want God to prepare the way for you. Tell you, like a marching army, ready for battle. Bible say they left, look at your Bibles, they left utterly equipped for a long journey. Ready? On their way. They knew what time it was. Utterly. God led his people away from trouble. God ain't going to let you go through the path of trouble. He's going to lead you around trouble. God led his people this way to develop their faith. You didn't hear what I just said. A lot of time when God is taking you through something, he's building, he's preparing your faith at the same time. Oh, I came here to speak tonight. Faith without works is dead. I tell you, God don't need you. You need God. Those bitches can take care of themselves. They don't need you. God led his people by his own presence. God's people needed to be hardened. Let me tell you something. God don't need no cowards. Too many cowards. Sitting in the church, cowards. He don't need no cowards. God need bold soldiers who's going to stand up and be counted. Pastor needs bold people. Pastor don't need no cowards. If you're a coward, turn around and go back. What gets me, I can't stand, I don't mean no harm, a henpecked man. Let me tell you something. God made you the head and not the tail. A henpecked man, wishy-washy. You are either a leader or you not. I don't mean no harm. I'm just preaching here a little bit. Sometimes you go over there and sit down, shut up. You go over there and sit down, shut up. What are you? Are you a leader? God's people needed to be humble and proven for the task that lie ahead. Let me call a witness. Come here. Come here, Gideon. Help me here, Gideon. God told Gideon, Gideon, I want you to go out there and get me some men. You know the story, don't you? Gideon went to matching men by men. Had over 1,000 and some men. God said, wait a minute. Gideon, wait a minute. Those who are willing to go down by the brook and get on and lap water like a dog, put them on your right hand side. When the number ended up, all he had was 300 men. Lord, help me here tonight. 300 men, and with empty pitchers in their hand and the Lord in front of them. Those who are willing. You didn't hear what I told you. Get on now. So you got to humble yourself. It ain't all about you. When God sent you on the task, it's all about God. I tell you, whenever God take you through a wilderness experience, he is getting ready to take you somewhere. He won't take you through it. He's getting ready to take you somewhere. But I want you to know that your wilderness is not permanent. It's not permanent. You will come out of your wilderness experience, but only God can bring you out. Did you understand that? Sometimes folk just die in there because they won't let God bring them out. And when you don't let God bring you out, you'll just die in there. But I want you to know that it's not permanent. You don't reside there. That's just temporary, brothers. Oh, God is getting ready to take you somewhere. He brought the children of Israel out of their wilderness when Pharaoh and his horsemen were behind them and